Hi everyone, I hope all is well. Friday afternoon we focus on the parasha. This week a double parasha, Perashiot Matot-Masei, as we culminate Sefer B'Midbar. This month's class is of course sponsored by Sean and Jennifer Safdie and Sam and Shannon Shama in memory of Mark Safdie and Jeanette Safdie. Thank you, and Tiskut L'Mitzvot. I want to focus on the second of the two parashot this week, that is Perashat Masei, which records for us all of the stops that the Jewish people made on their journey from Mitzrayim to the point that they are at now, which is standing on the threshold of Eretz Yisrael. And in total, it is 42 stops. What is interesting is that the Torah, in recording all of these stops, only tells us what happened in 3 of the places. And they are none of the incidents that we would have imagined the Torah would have recorded. The 3 places where the Torah tells us what happened are Elim, and the Torah tells us there the Jewish people had 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees to benefit from. Refidim, where they did not have water to drink, and Hor Hahar, which is the place where Aharon died and was buried. It does not tell us any other incidents. It doesn't tell us about Chet HaMeraglim. It doesn't tell us about the Chet HaEgel. It doesn't tell us about the complaining of the man or the meat or any of the other major incidents that we would have anticipated the Torah would have mentioned in recapping this journey. Instead, focuses on seemingly 3 very insignificant situations or incidences that happen over the course of the journey. Perhaps in doing so, the Torah has a message. These 3 spots all have a common theme, and that is they all have to do with water. In Elim, they had 12 well springs. They had enough water to drink, and they enjoyed that oasis in the desert. The other 2 spots, Refidim, they did not have water, and Hor Hahar is where Aharon was buried, and that is coming off the heels of the second time they didn't have water, when they hit the rock instead of speaking to the rock, and Hashem told them, Moshe and Aaron, that they would not go into Eretz Yisrael because of that situation. So all 3 incidents, one where they do have water and the other 2 they don't have water, have to do with the concept of Mayim. In that, the Torah is saying as follows: every journey is going to have its challenges, its obstacles, its complaints. Some of them are going to be legitimate, and some of them are not going to be legitimate. The 3 instances mentioned in the Torah in the Perashat Masei where they complained, the Torah is giving credence to the legitimate complaints. They didn't have water in the desert, millions of people. That's a legitimate complaint. That is something that should have taken the ear of Moshe and Aharon, and they listened to the people and take care of it. All of the other incidents, Chet HaMeraglim and the Egel and the Man, and they were illegitimate complaints. There is absolutely no reason why they should have complained about Eretz Yisrael. Hashem was very clear that they would conquer it. There's no reason why they should have sinned with the idolatry. Borei Olam said very clearly not to worship idols. There's no reason why they should have complained about the man and the meat. They had what they needed in terms of satiation with food. Water is legitimate. Message: every journey, again, is going to have challenges and complaints and obstacles. As a leader, you need to figure out which ones are legitimate and tend to those, and then you need to figure out which ones are noise and you need to push them in the background, because there's always going to be naysayers. There's always going to be people who are going to bring out complaints just for the sake of complaining, just to get you off track, just to stand in the way of your success. Push them out. Ignore them. Learn how to not be distracted by the people who are getting in your way just because they want to get in the way. But the people who have real concerns, who are authentic and genuine and real, tend to their needs. That is the challenge of the leader. Ignore the noise, push it out, don't let it stand in your way. It's not a real obstacle, it's not a legitimate complaint, it's just a naysayer trying to get in your way. Push it aside. But the people who are real, the legitimate complaints, the real concerns, tend to them. Take care of them, because at the end of the day, the people are the most important part of the institution. For those who are in it, and for those who are not, learn how to ignore it. Shabbat Shalom.